Channel warning. This is entertainment purposes only. Do not attempt this stuff. They say it doesn't work. Do not attempt. This is just a channel warning. I am not responsible for what happens to you by watching me and following what I do. I choose, therefore I am responsible. And today I'm swilling a ginger ale. Just because it's different than water and coffee. But however, how you doing? Just kind of like a little nonchalant, almost like a fireside chat. Hopefully I'll only run about 10 or so minutes. I'm trying to keep my videos cut that short sometimes, like on the last one where I shut off that powder scale measure. I got a little winded with it. But borrowing from Scott Whitney and everything he did, I did, and it worked out for me. Except for I used this P400. He used an emery board. I guess you can use either. Of course, I hit the sides here with it, trying to deburr it where the factory and the manufacturers left a little metal clips and shavings on it. And then I took it and I also ran along the inside rail. To get it on the inside rail, I believe I actually used a pocket knife. I ain't got one right at the moment, but I can use a shelf bracket, and it's pretty much the same. I just folded a piece of paper over along and just tried to defeat it along that edge there, trying to get that all cleaned up. I think total time I spent was 7 minutes, 8 minutes sanding it, which wasn't a big deal. I know there are a lot of other guys out there that do this, and they make, you know, they're better at it. They make better videos, and they have ties to the NRA and all these other groups that want to help us. Kind of what I'll throw out to them today. Check him out, Yankee Marshall. I know a lot of guys like him, some don't. James Yeager. Guys like him, guys don't. I neither like or dislike James Yeager. It's the swearing, and you know, you got kids around. Sometimes that are watching this with the adults. It's not. I know there are videos he does where it's clean and it's decent, but there are a lot of his videos that just, I mean, F-bomb, MF this, and crap kookadoodie, whatever, just on, and kind of. But I would not support him in what he does. Okay, I still support him 100%. The way he's working with the guns, the way he's got his own setup, I would support it 100%. Iraqi veteran 888. Some of these guys have patches, man cans, tack packs. Ebomi does giveaways. I mean, you know, see these guys, support their channels, hit their causes. I'm looking for nothing. I don't want nothing. I do this for me. It gives me a break. It, you know. So, by all means, hit them guys up, support them. Fate of Destiny. There's just, you know, so many to list that I can go on. Pops a Quest. Never Enough Ammo. Classic Firearms. Hank Strange. Hank Strange is a good cat. He does a lot of the Caltech work and stuff like that. He's a good guy to check out. Big Daddy Hoffman. Deucing Guns. Forgotten Weapons. Gunblast.com is another good one. out there. He does a lot of stuff around the Rugers. Hickok 45, I Carry 1, In Range TV. I mentioned Iraqi earlier. Kenwood 23, Pop's Quest. I mentioned earlier. Sensible Prepper, Such, the Yankee Marshal. I mentioned him earlier. 1957 Shep. These are the shows that have the tie-ins to the big, I'm not going to say big channels, but they have better contacts with places like the NRA, Second Amendment groups, and things like that. And they do a lot of behind-the-scenes work for us, for the gun community. By all means, visit them, donate. You know, some say $1 a month, whatever you can. I can't do it every month. I haven't done it in a few months because we've had some financial misgivings, but I do. I bought a man can from Iraqi veteran. I think last Valentine's Day. Actually, I got two. I bought one for me and for the wife. She still loves that shirt, by the way, that he sent out with it. It's just things you get, different things that you can do to help promote what these guys are doing behind the scenes. See them. If you want to like them, give them a thumbs up. Firearm guy. Like I said, there's too many to mention, and I just keep going on. But check out, you know, that perfect powder scale. Check out Scott Whitney and what he's got to say about it. I mean, if it weren't for him, I'd still be having nightmares with this thing, and I love it better than the digital scale I wanted. You know, I figured a digital scale, I get it once, get it set, and check my powder charges in between. Now I do the same thing with this thing, and I don't have to keep constant batteries in it. You know, it's a bit bulky, but it goes up on my shelf pretty good. You know, what y'all do, hey, peace out. I choose, therefore I am responsible. As I told, I'm going to read you my comment that I told Scott Whitty on that scale. I wished I'd have seen this a few years ago. I was afflicted like a squirrel on crack being raped by a hippopotamus. That's how bad this thing was killing me. But I dispense, weigh, hey, great, turn around, dispense, reweigh, and the scale would be off. And it's because of the boogers up in here. Once I got that paper down in there, he used emery board. I used a paper, and I think I used an actual pocket knife, but today I used a shelf bracket. But, you know, whatever you get in there to get that cleaned up with, it'll make your life a lot easier. First time reloaders, you know, don't take my word for it and check the videos out somewhere else. Inadvertently, another thing I was doing with my big fumble-footed fingers, that balance that rides in here, I was moving it. When it didn't come out right the second time, I'd pick it up and try to reset it, and that wire would sit on one side or the other. Rookie move. I must have fought for several hours and then gave it up. And then I found, you know, Scott's video. Which, I mean, you guys check these other guys out. They do so much more. If you like the corncob media, knock yourselves out. I'm sticking with my sand. My cheapo tumbler that I made. You know, like I said, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and it sucks, but always choose, and I'm always responsible. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Lee powder scale, one of the new guys to reloading's constant nightmare. This thing can actually be your best friend. Check out an earlier video by Scott Whitty. He shows you how to really clean this thing up to where it works. Now, I'm just going to kind of show you how I set it up and how I deal with it. Everybody's a little different. They do their own thing. Okay. Now this thing gets set up. Me, I try to keep my finger. There's a little ball in here that rolls around for different size powder charges. Try to get it in there. Try to get my finger set on it so I hold it. I always come in and I hit this at your grains, your grain measure weight, your tenth and then your full grains. Your 10th grains are up here, your full grains are down here. Check out a couple of the other videos on YouTube. They really teach you how to use this stuff. But there's a little bar that rides in here. Actually facing the wrong way. Get back down there. You definitely don't want that ball sliding around on you at any given cost doing this. But had it not been for Scout Whitney and his earlier tutelage on this thing, it was a nightmare for me. Even though I had previous contacts with it by helping a brother-in-law and a couple of friends reload, it was really killing me. That drops in there, almost balances perfect out. Okay. Another thing I do, it kind of helps me cheat a little bit. See how that rear baskets is shaking? You can use a hat or whatever, kind of steady that out a little bit. But, oh wow, that's even perfectly lined up now. But that's all there is to setting this thing up and getting it done. You make sure that your silver line meets your black bar there. And after you do that, you set your powder weight, 4.2 grains, whatever you're using. I generally throw 9, 40, and 45. And some 45 Colt, so it varies from 3.9, depending on powder, to 5.3, again, pending powder. A lot of what I use is Expansion Industries. That's great stuff. It reloads all 3 of those calibers, 4 of those calibers, 9mm, 45, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 Colt, without a hiccup. It's great, you know, for plinking, running around with. Some guys might even use it for competition. I don't know. I'm not a competitive shooter. I just have fun. But that's that consists of the setup to the scale. I mean, that's all there is to it.